Hi viewers, we'll be looking at a topic this month called coordinate geometry, and as you can see on the screen, it is also known as Cartesian geometry, and it's a branch of mathematics that deals with the study of geometric shapes and figures using algebraic methods. It combines the concept of geometry and algebra to analyze and solve problems. This topic, students will always tell you, is formula based. Yes, we have some formulas in there, and you have to understand the word Cartesian. Cartesian, we talks about the x and the y axis on a graph board. Yes, when you are given a graph, maybe paper, or you are working with a board, you are going to look at a point where x and the y intersect, and when you get to that point where x and y intersect, you pick them out, and that is exactly what we refer to as a coordinate point. So we can have multiple coordinate points. We can have a coordinate point must involve x and y. It's very important. Now, if you have multiple coordinate points, for example, you have maybe 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coordinate points. For example, if you have 2 coordinate points, it means we are going to be expecting or expected to have x1, x2, y1 and y2. But remember, in each coordinate point you can have x1, y1. The next coordinate point, x2, y2. If they are more than 2, we go on like that by having x3, y3, maybe they are 4, so x4, y4. And this topic is very interesting because we're going to talk about a lot of concepts like finding distances between 2 points. We're going to have to find distance between 2 points. We'll be asked to find midpoint between them. So if you look at the screen, we have a simple question here that is from a professional certification examination that talks about what is the distance between the points 3,2 and 8,10. If you look at 3,2 is a coordinate point. If you look at it, the 3 represent x1 and minus 2 represent y1. And if you look at 8 and 10, 8 is x2, 10 is y2. So if you place them side by side into the formula we have there, we said d squared equals to y2 minus y1 all squared plus x2 minus x1 all squared. This formula is generated from the use of Pythagoras theorem. If you place this value, it's like you are finding slope on a graph. If you put it on the graph, you are going to have your rectangle, your triangle there, a right angle triangle there. Then if you want to calculate it, you use a Pythagoras theorem, whereby the longest line there will be the distance. So we have d squared equals to those areas. Then if you place those values I mentioned above, look at the screen, you see there, place them into the formulas, you are going to get your values and you arrive at 13 units. Meaning that if you follow this step carefully, your final answer will be 13 units.